Alright, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. We are looking at 6:20 a.m. on a Saturday morning doing a quick road trip. Should be about 3 hours round trip or less out to Klamath Falls. And last time I did this trip, it was in the Bolt EUV. And today I'm taking the Model Y to see the difference. Didn't have any issues in the Bolt. Both times I took the Bolt out there, though, I did a little charge when I was out there. One at a level 2 charger, which worked out great because we were sitting there for a couple hours anyway, where we were. And this time, though, with the Model Y, I don't think we'll need to charge, and we'll get back with plenty of battery percentage state of charge. I did charge to 100, so you can see up right there 100%, which tells me is about 308 miles. Of course, that's been with local driving, as you can see on this trip card. So I just charged it up last night, so that'll be 0. Trip A, we've been doing 250 watt hours per mile, which is 4 miles per kilowatt. So really good, in my opinion, really efficient, although this trip will be at faster speeds, but not too much faster. So we'll just see how it does. Right now we're at 100%. It's only the second time I've charged this vehicle to 100%, so we'll see. And let's see, let's go to trips over here. Pretty much the same thing. So you can see my lifetime right there is 248 watt hours per mile. So really good. But we'll go ahead and see how it goes today. It's a little bit colder this morning, but not too bad yet. We haven't hit winter yet. So 67 degrees in my garage. Klamath Falls should be about that for the day. So I don't think we'll have any real impact there. So it'll really just be driving and the people in the car. So I will do an update when we get to our destination.
Is it recording? It's all green.
Yeah.
Yep. Welcome to Klamath Falls. This is October 12th, 2024. We're driving Ben to OIT to check it out. Hi, Ben. Ben, look at the camera. I love this lake. This lake is beautiful. It has so many pelicans. Can't see them right now. It also has seagulls that come all the way over here to enjoy the food in the lake. Okay, goodbye.
All right, we are here at our destination. So since charge is what I'm going to be looking at. You see that it says 328 watt hours per mile, which is barely over 3 miles per kilowatt hour. So not super great. 52 degrees the whole drive pretty much. Brought up my trip, so we were at, just under 2,000. Now we're just over 2,000. We were at 250 watt hours per mile, which is at 4, now 253, which makes sense. So it's probably about 3,000 difference in elevation between where we started. 3,000 feet difference in elevation. So it is a climb, and lower temperatures. So 3 miles per kilowatt hour probably isn't that bad, and we'll see how that changes on the way home. So current drive will reset when we start going back, but we'll keep this. Since charge will stay, obviously, so we'll compare about 327, 328 to what we get on our way back. So we'll sit here for a while. I'm not going to charge up. I'm just going to leave it as is because we are at 67%, which is great. And it estimates we have 206 miles left. All right, so when we get home, I'll show you what it looks like. It's
1:55 p.m. and we are officially leaving Klamath Falls. We just went through our OIT orientation. Ben, what'd you think of it?
Good. All right, you guys, we made it home. Good trip overall, and way different numbers coming back than when we went out there. So right here, real quick look, current drive, just did 75 miles, an hour and 25, and 145 watt hours per mile, which is way different when we were over 300 on the way out there. And I'm not sure if that has to do, it's probably with, you know, the temperature drop. Right now, you know, coming home here, we're at 76, low 70s when we left, headed home. But if you do 1,000 divided by 145, you're getting 6.8 miles per kilowatt hour, which is crazy to me. So huge difference coming home than when we went out there. 1,000 divided by 236. So for this round trip, we're looking at 4.2 miles per kilowatt hour, which is great for nearly 3 hours of driving. You know, since the last charge, so that's a good 149 miles. Over 4 miles per kilowatt hour. Yeah, I like that. I'm impressed. And I'm gonna have to just assume that, you know, going out there, we're in the 50s as far as temperature. Plus we, you know, did about a 3,000 foot, yeah, nearly 3,000 foot climb coming home. It was obviously the opposite, plus warmer weather. Maybe the climb is the bigger factor. But just huge difference in miles per kilowatt hour going out versus coming back. But overall, you know, 150 miles almost, less than 50% used, 49% used, and it's estimating. Let's check this out here. Give me that miles. Still have 158 miles left. It's a really good trip. Now, speed's a factor too. You know, going out, climbing, speed limit's 55, you know, so going anywhere between 55 and 75. Coming home, got stuck behind a few trailers, so, you know, kind of the same thing. Speed limit 55. Every now and then I could push it beyond that up into the 70s. So not totally freeway driving, you know, where it's 65, 70, 80, but still pretty quick. And I would think that the climb was probably the biggest factor here. But, like, no worry. You know, in the Bolt, I'm thinking, you know, I would plug in a little bit there. In the Tesla, not even thinking about charging until I get home. But again, you know, that's a big factor. It's something I like to repeat and like to say. Level 2 charging, super important. I mean, we were there for hours, you know, from 8 till, 1:30 or so. And if you're plugged into a level 2, no matter what car you had, you're sitting there all day, then you're fully charged again, and you hit the road again. And it's often cheaper, you know, it's definitely cheaper than fast charging. And even if it was just a couple hours, it adds some range. So I think level 2 charging is as important as supercharging, if not more important. And the campus did have some, the campus we went to. I've used them before when I drove out there for the Bolt, in the Bolt, and it was great. 4-hour limit. Didn't need much, you know, didn't need that even. Definitely didn't need more than that. So I know there's a push to get supercharging everywhere, but it'd sure be great to see level 2 charging everywhere as well. Anyway, that's our road trip, nearly 150 miles, 236 watt hours per mile, so just over 4 miles per kilowatt hour. Coming home, drastically different, where we're pushing like 6 miles per kilowatt hour, if I did that math right. So yeah, that's it for this time. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.